David Johansen, singer from the seminal punk band The New York Dolls, dies at 75. David Johansen, the wiry, gravelly-voiced singer and last surviving member of the glam and protopunk band The New York Dolls, who later performed as his campy, pompadoured alter ego, Buster Poindexter, has died. He was 75. Johansen died Friday at his home in New York City. Jeff Kilgour, a family spokesperson, told the Associated Press. It was revealed in early 2025 that he had stage 4 cancer and a brain tumor. The New York Dolls were forerunners of punk in the band's style. Teased hair, women's clothes, and lots of makeup inspired the glam movement that took up residence in heavy metal a decade later in bands like Faster, Pussycat, and Mötley Crüe. When you're an artist, the main thing you want to do is inspire people, so if you succeed in doing that, it's pretty gratifying, Johansen told the Knoxville News-Sentinel in 2011. Rolling Stone once called the Dolls the mutant children of the hydrogen age, and Vogue called them the darlings of downtown style, tarred-up toughs and boas and heels. The New York Dolls were more than musicians, they were a phenomenon. They drew on old rock and roll, big city blues, show tunes, the Rolling Stones and girl groups, and that was just for starters. Bill Bentley wrote in Smithsonian Rock and Roll, Live and Unseen. The band never found commercial success and was torn by internal strife and drug addictions, breaking up after 2 albums by the middle of the decade. In 2004, former Smiths frontman and Dolls admirer Morrissey convinced Johansen and other surviving members to regroup for the Meltdown Festival in England, leading to 3 more studio albums. In the 80s, Johansen assumed the persona of Buster Poindexter, a pompadour-styled lounge lizard who had a hit with the kitschy party single, Hot, 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 in 1987. He also appeared in such movies as Candy Mountain, Let It Ride, Married to the Mob, and had a memorable turn as the ghost of Christmas Past in Bill Murray-led hit Scrooged. Johansen was in 2023 the subject of Martin Scorsese and David Tedeschi's documentary, Personality Crisis, One Night Only, which mixed footage of his 2-night stand at the Café Carlyle in January 2020 with flashbacks through his wildly varied career and intimate interviews. I used to think about my voice like, what's it gonna sound like? What's it going to be when I do this song? And I'd get myself into a knot about it, Johansen told the Associated Press in 2023. At some point in my life, I decided, just sing the expletive song. With whatever you got. To me, I go on stage and whatever mood I'm in, I just claw my way out of it, essentially. David Roger Johansen was born to a large, working-class Catholic family on Staten Island, his father an insurance salesman. He filled notebooks with poems and lyrics as a young man and liked a lot of different music, R&B, Cuban, Janis Joplin and Otis Redding. The Dolls, the final original lineup included guitarists Sylvain and Johnny Thunders, bassist Arthur Kane and drummer Jerry Nolan, rubbed shoulders with Lou Reed and Andy Warhol in the Lower East Side of Manhattan in the early 1970s. They took their name from a toy hospital in Manhattan and were expected to take over the throne vacated by the Velvet Underground in the early 1970s. But neither of their first 2 albums, 1973's New York Dolls, produced by Todd Rundgren, nor Too Much Too Soon, a year later produced by Shadow Morton, charted. They're definitely a band to keep both eyes and ears on. Read the review of their debut album in Rolling Stone, complimentary of their strange combination of high pop star drag and ruthless street arrogance. Their songs included Personality Crisis, You Got It While It Was Hot / But Now Frustration and Heartache Is What You Got, Looking for a Kiss, I Need a Fix and a Kiss, and a Frankenstein. Is it a crime / for you to fall in love with Frankenstein? Their glammed look was meant to embrace fans with a non-judgmental, not categorical space. I just wanted to be very welcoming, Johansen said in the documentary. 'Cause the way this society is, it was set up very strict, straight, gay, vegetarian, whatever. I just kind of wanted to like bring those walls down, have a party kind of thing.